Good morning. It's March 23rd. It's I don't care anymore. It's June 30th. What's your favorite card game? Mine is solitaire. That's all I really know how to play besides war. Do you have a stuffed animal or some other inanimate object that you like to sleep with? And if so, what is its name? And obviously mine is Lonnie.
Can I show her mine?
No. I have to do this fast. And my third is, when you were a little kid, what did you wish for when you blew out the candles on a cake, or if you threw a penny into a fountain? And my answer is that I honestly can't remember, but I probably wished for something really stupid. I think once that I wished for, like, a dinosaur. Superpowers, what would I have? I couldn't decide between making fictional characters real, Edward, and being able to snap my fingers and be anywhere that I wanted, because that would be
Teleportation.
awesome. Teleportation, whatever. Because then I could go anywhere that I wanted really quickly. I could go visit you all the time, and various other people. I just got off work, and I don't really have time to make a video. It's really late, so I recorded some footage the other day. It's kind of boring. Whatever, it's going to have to do, so here you go. I feel the need to document this moment. I bought sort of a bunch of books yesterday, which was against the rules when I went to the bookstore, but I did it anyway. I couldn't help it, and I came home to my bookshelf, and it was almost full, and I was like, shit, I just bought this. So I went through books, and I recently went through these books and found some that just didn't apply to my life anymore, and I decided to do it again today, and I'm getting rid of a few books so that I can remember this moment in my life and not regret getting rid of some of them. So first off is The Merchant of Venice. I actually have 2 copies. I'm definitely going to keep one of them because it's my favorite Shakespeare play, the next being Julius Caesar, my least favorite being Romeo and Juliet. Thumbs down. And I'm going to send the other one to you. I can't remember why I have 2 copies. I think that I lost one of them, and they're super duper highlighted and everything. So one of the books has the first 95 pages highlighted. The second book has 95 to 205 highlighted. So you tell me which one that you want. I'm assuming the second one because it has more highlighted, and then, you know, you can, I don't know, that's just cool. Maybe not. So choose which one, and I'll send you whichever one you want so I can get rid of one of those. I'm getting rid of Tenderness, Robert Cormier. I believe that's how you say his name. He also wrote The Chocolate War, one of my favorite books. This book, not so great, so I'm selling it on Amazon. MRF, it was a book about questioning sexuality and the boundaries of it. It was an okay book, but it was just not written well enough for my keeping. Mismatch, I actually bought for like $2 and I never read, and I just don't think that I'll ever get around to it. It's been sitting on my bookshelf too long. I discovered way too many other books to have time to read this. Love Letters, I read in like 6th grade. It was from the Scholastic Book Fair. It was a good book, but it's just time to go. Gwen read it too, so I'm selling that. And Fat Chance, it was a book about eating disorders, but it was just not really well informed, so all of this stack is going, one of these Merchant of Venice books is going, so that I can make room for the following books. Okay, so 1,000 Acres, necessary read for school, I guess. Hopefully it's good. Notes from the Underground, this was recommended to me by a friend, not very long. It was written by the same Russian man, I believe, who wrote Crime and Punishment. Plan to read that one day. Great Expectations, Charles Dickens. Personally, I'm not a huge Charles Dickens fan. Tale of Two Cities got good after Book 3, Chapter 10. He actually got paid by the word, and he had to get his father out of debt in prison, and he was also in debt. I believe that's how the story goes, so he's a pretty wordy man. That's why I don't enjoy it very much. I got Jane Austen's Emma because I'm planning on reading every Jane Austen novel. Next after Emma is going to be Mansfield Park. If you haven't seen the Jane Austen book club, it's a good movie. You should see it. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. It's a necessary read, so I've been told by many, many people, so I'm going to get around to reading that eventually. Let's see, Poems That Live Forever. There's a lot of great Robert Frost poems in here. I mostly like this book because there's a full The Highwayman. I'm not sure if you've heard that, you know, Beth, the landlord's daughter with the love knot in her hair. Thoreau fan, enough said. Walden, just necessary to have in any collection. I have never gone a year in school without somehow including a Thoreau quote, Thoreau reference in just a ton of my papers, so completely necessary. How to Read a Person Like a Book, a necessary psychology book. It tells you, instead of listening to people's language, how to read their body language. A Student's Guide to Writing College Papers, self-explanatory. Wicked and Twilight. I went against my own theory of buying my favorite books because I know that I'll read them 10 billion times, because I figure if they're my favorite books, they're worth reading 10 million times. So, Twilight, I gotta get New Moon soon. I'm really happy that I chose to do that. Touchstone, it's the literary magazine at my school. I'm keeping this because I was published in it. Talking to myself.
You have one weird. I'll see you later.
Bye. And A Celebration of Young Poets. I was also published in this in 8th grade. So this is the, oh jeez. Well, these are the books that I'm keeping. Oh jeez. And these are the books that I'm giving away. Not a very fair trade-off. I feel defeated.